The effects of caffeine. Caffeine is a psychoactive drug that stimulates the central nervous system. Caffeine is the world's most widely consumed psychoactive drug. This is one of the few psychoactive drugs that have little to no regulation for buying. Caffeine can be found in coffee beans, tea leaves, kola nuts, and cacao pods. Caffeine stimulates your central nervous system, making you feel more alert and even give you a boost of energy. Caffeine is also a diuretic, meaning it will increase the frequency of urination, removing extra salt and water. Some people may experience an upset stomach because caffeine makes the stomach release acid. Caffeine affects the adenosine receptors in the brain. Since caffeine is both water and fat-soluble, it can easily cross the blood-brain barrier. Once the caffeine crosses the blood-brain barrier, it will bind to the adenosine receptors, causing an increase in wakefulness and alertness. The half-life of caffeine is typically around 5 hours for an adult. However, the half-life of caffeine depends on the person's metabolism. For pregnant women, the half-life of caffeine is around 15 hours. Some of the adverse effects of caffeine are restlessness, shakiness, the inability to sleep, headaches, dizziness, rapid or abnormal heart rhythms, dehydration, anxiety, and dependency. If someone ingests too much caffeine, they may experience digestive issues, muscle breakdown, addiction, high blood pressure, and fatigue. A randomized control trial was performed on soccer players when trying to see if caffeine had an effect on the level of alertness and energy compared to carbohydrates. The study came to the conclusion that there were no significant differences between the two groups for activity testing and the test-retest values for the players who had a caffeine supplement. Another study was done on acute ingestion of caffeine on team sport performance. When comparing the two groups on the vertical jump, repeated jump, single sprint velocity, and repeated sprint velocity, the caffeine group was able to outperform the non-caffeine group. The study concluded that caffeine can help several sport performances,